Hi friends, family, anyone else who's watching this video. I have decided to start a YouTube channel, which is a bit strange for me because I don't really like filming myself, so I apologize in advance if shit gets weird. But I wanted to do this for two reasons. Firstly is because I've been traveling around Europe for the past 9 months or so now, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to sometimes keep everybody up to date on what I've been up to. And this is kind of a cool, fun way where I can keep everyone in the loop, let people know what's going on. The other main reason is I have bought a camper van, and I think this is the coolest thing I've ever done, and I want to talk about it a lot. So I think this would be a good way to do that. I've been traveling in this for really only a couple of weeks. I bought it about 2 months ago, but I was in Rijeka in Croatia getting some repairs done, and I've been in Zagreb for a few weeks picking up some bits and pieces, doing some basic mods, stuff like that. Yeah, so let's take a little tour. Okay, this is my van. As yet unnamed, so if anyone's got any ideas for that, put it in the comments, that'll be cool. You can see it's got Dutch number plates, which the police just love. They've already pulled me over a couple of times, I don't know, I guess looking for drugs, which they didn't find. It's a Fiat Ducato, 2.5 diesel. And I think it weighs over 3 tons, so she's not built for speed. I get about 90 k's an hour on the highway. If I get a tailwind, I can maybe get up to 100, but slipstreaming is the key with this. Whenever there's so many trucks on the freaking highways around here, you just get behind one and actually save a fair bit of fuel doing that. So what else? It's got nice big mirrors, which is good for merging and stuff like that. It essentially drives like a freaking truck. So we've got like an awning out here for summer, I guess, mostly. And then same here, so open this up and we've got a little barbecue area, which obviously I haven't been using because it's like, today's quite warm, it's 5 degrees outside, so woohoo, party time. But yeah, it's been a lot colder than that around lately. It's been a bit of snow in Zagreb, stuff like that. But I'm sure this will get more of a show later on. Here's my gas box. So in here I've got 3 sort of, I think they're like somewhere between 7 and 9 kilos, all the same size, but each box has a different, each container has a different freaking weight on it, so I don't know what the deal is with that. But yeah, I usually get about probably 5 or 6 days worth of heating and cooking and stuff like that. Here, this is like a automatic step. See? And this is where you plug in to power if you're at a campsite, which I haven't actually used. I don't plan on going to a campsite. Oh, the fucking door's not shut properly. This actually, storage area at the back, is one of the main things that convinced me to buy this particular van, because you'd be surprised how little space there is inside. Well, maybe you wouldn't be surprised, I don't know, but here I can put, so I had to get winter tyres, I had summer tyres, so here's 2 winter tyres here, the other 2 are up there on the roof. But I can put all kinds of crap in here. I've got to sort it out. This is still all kind of fresh. Like I said, I've only been on the road for like 2 days in this thing. Oh crap, now it won't shut. No, 2 weeks, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna put some bikes up on here later as well, so I can do some riding around, get some fitness cranking. This is like the toilet thing, gross box essentially. Water, fill up my water tank here, and this I'll explain more about inside. This is one of my mods that I had to do. Pretty kind of funny really, if you think about it. Also involves a bit of interesting, as yet unfinished patchwork under here. But it's not really much else interesting going on outside. I've got another storage container up on the top there, which has got my suitcase in it, because that's how I've been getting around in the last 9 months, is with freaking buses and trains and planes and Airbnbs and hostels and all kinds of shit. So I could talk all day about how much better it is traveling around in a camper van. I'm already saving so much money, getting to see so many more places. I don't have the stresses of waking up early and getting buses and shit. Like I literally wake up when I want, go where I want, do whatever the hell I want. Anyway, it's probably a whole nother video on that, but let's go inside. Okay, We are in my lounge room. I'll try and keep this brief. There's a lot to talk about in here. I don't want to bore anyone, and I can't seem to switch cameras while I'm recording, so just bear with me. Let's start with electricity. So on the roof I have a 90-watt solar panel which goes through the charge controller into the battery under the seat right here. And in Europe at the moment, European people obviously already know this, but the sun is setting pretty damn early. It's going down like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. By 4:30 it is freaking pitch black outside, which is taking me some time to get used to. But what that means for me is I'm not getting much power anymore into my battery. So I've bought a second solar panel. Some people have said I should have just upgraded the charge controller, but too late. I bought this already. So, and the other problem is the wiring. Whoever's installed this originally, they've used 2mm cable, which should be 4 apparently. So I bought some of that. So we're going to get plenty more juice into the battery, which is nice. But I also, this existing light that was up here, was a fluoro, and it was using way too much power as well. So I've installed this LED strip lighting, which is pretty sick. Lights up this whole place really good and doesn't use stuff or power. And I can change colors, so I can like party in here and stuff, which is kind of lonely doing that by myself. But hopefully I'll have some guests soon who can party with me and we can get the speaker cranking. See, this speaker is freaking cool. Some of my friends before I left, they were like, why the fuck are you packing a massive Bluetooth speaker into your already exploding suitcase? And well, I haven't regretted it. It's been pretty cool. It's been blasting some sick beats while I've been hanging out with some people, so it's fun. I don't regret it. What else? So yeah, so we just got basic setup going on here. This is my bed. I've got crap everywhere at the moment because yeah, we're in sort of setup phase. This is extra padding for the guest bedding, which is this folds down into a bed. This folds down into a bed. Basically, this whole area becomes one big bed, so you can sort of comfortably sleep 5 people. But that means 2 in my bed, which I prefer 1, unless something happens. But here's some storage. This is all just like random shit in here. Same as over this side. We got like bedding, beers, that kind of thing. Here's my wardrobe, which is kind of cool. This is like everything from my suitcase, plus a guitar. Hence, JamVan. So that's cool. I've been doing some jamming in here. And this is pretty cool, actually. I was looking for ages for something to hang on the inside of this door because I got like gloves, beanie, scarf, socks, that kind of stuff all hanging up here. And I couldn't find anything, so I went to a fabric shop and bought a few meters of fabric and fucking hand sewed this thing. Like, seriously, I sewed this entire thing together. It took like 8 hours. I'm not exactly a speed sewer, but then I decided to sort of do that here, and I want to put one up in the bed there as well. So that's cool. Pantry, food, yeah, kitchen, and I'm gonna switch this video. So here is my kitchen. Dual gas burner, as you can see. Hot and cold water. I have a boiler behind the heater, which I'll talk more about. So the you turn on the boiler, and in half an hour you have sort of hot water. I don't use it for the sink, I just use it for showering, which I've only been doing like twice a week because it's fucking cold and it's a pain in the ass, and nobody can smell me anyway at the moment, so it's no big deal. Toilet, I'm not going to go into that. That's you have to really be part of the van to experience that. So okay, oh yeah, carpet. I installed carpet. There's like a website, Let Go, in Croatia. It's like the Croatian Gumtree. And it was like, this floor was freezing. My feet were constantly freezing cold. So I was like, I need some damn carpet in here. And so I bought a carpet for like 200 kuna, which is like $40, and it was like big enough to fill this whole thing. So I cut that all up, chucked it in, because it hasn't really changed the temperature inside that much, but it's just stopped my feet from freezing. This, like, yeah, I need to insulate underneath the floor as well. That's one of my projects. I've got a lot of projects to do in this van. Yeah, so, the carpet goes in all around all areas. And I've got some weights down in here, so I can do some training in here. You'd be surprised, actually, the moves that you can get done in this space. It's pretty cool. The heater, saving my life. I usually just use it on the lowest setting, and even still, I get about 15 degrees above ambient. I'm not, it's off at the moment because it's not that cold outside. It's like 8 degrees. And it's still 14 in here, so the insulation is working, but I usually only use the heater at night because I woke up one night in here and it was fucking -2 outside and it was like -1 inside, and -1 with you know, sleeping in that bed up there is shit. I have a vent here so you can let out all your smelly farts. You know, not that I do them, but somebody else comes here and does some, they can go out there. Oh yeah, all my shit sort of crammed in here. I've got a lot of organising to do. This is still like setup phase. I've got this interface here. This is crap. I want to upgrade this. Like, it's supposed to be so you can test your voltage and stuff, but it's like, oh yeah, look, the battery has 2 lights. How many volts is that? We fucking don't know. So that's kind of annoying. That's why I have the multimeter, which is still, I don't know, like it helps, but it's not really that intuitive. It's always, at the moment we got 13.07, but that's not what's actually in the battery, because if the sun went down right now, that would go down a lot, so I don't really get it. Water bottle is going on that wall. Cabin, so it's pretty cool in here. Reverse camera, very, very vital on this kind of car, because you can't see shit really behind. 5-speed manual. Cruise is pretty cool. It's quite comfy actually in here. You got like armrests and stuff, so you can do the long drives. Got some proper hardcore safety lock things on the doors. I don't know, probably what might be useful in Bulgaria or something. What else? I think that's basically it. Yeah, so there's some stuff that's ongoing in here. Hang on, I'll change video. Actually, yeah, I forgot that. Okay, so under here is where I keep a bunch of crap. Yeah, so this is where I've got like tools, and once all my mods are done, it's going to be more for just like fun shit. Frisbees, drums. I want to get some drums in here, like a djembe or something, so I can do some proper jamming and make some cool jam videos and hopefully encourage more people to come on my van. But what I pointed out outside before, that thing that I'd modified a little bit, this is the inside. It's not finished yet because I need someone to push from both sides. But some guy, there was an air conditioner in here, and the previous owner had cut these holes in the side and in the floor, which was probably awesome in summer, but in winter it really sucked because all the cold air is coming straight inside. So I had to just cover that up. And the one under here, which you can't really see, but yeah, so that's under that seat. Under this seat is my water tank. I don't know how many litres that is, but it's a lot. Lasts me about a week, a bit more, depending on how much I shower. Yeah, okay, I'll swap the thing. So this is my chill spot. Spend a fair bit of time here, drinking a beer or doing some sewing, making stupid YouTube videos. But yeah, that kind of sums up the tour. I can go into a lot more detail about a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll do so in other videos. But yeah, just basically wanted to let everybody know that I haven't spoken to in a while. I am still alive and thriving. Yeah, if you choose to follow this channel, you'll probably get a lot more updates, see some cool stuff, hopefully meet some cool people, and yeah, just share my travels along the way. So yeah, I'll talk to everybody soon. See ya.